Welcome to the channel. As you saw in the silent demo, we're talking about inserting photos into a photo album in PowerPoint. If you found this content useful, please like it, share it, or subscribe. Liking it will get you similar videos from YouTube. Sharing it does that. You share it with your friends and associates. And subscribing will put you on a notification list to get updates when I send more videos out, typically on Wednesdays at noon. I've been wanting this feature for a long time, and my wife is the one that really came up with it kind of by accident. She was working on a project, and we found it and studied it. Because 2 or 3 times a year, one of my organizations that I'm in have me produce a video for a banquet. It's anywhere from 100 to 200 and something slides with a lot of photos, and bringing over a lot of photos one at a time takes a long time. So I'm really actually glad we found this. So the feature will save you a bunch of time inserting photos. The bad news is the photo album feature does not work in the Office for Mac version of Office, nor does it work in Office 2019. It's not even featured in either one of those versions. And one other item of concern, not major, but we can work around it. When you make the photo album, it will not or cannot or will not be inserted into an existing presentation. It makes a standalone presentation, which we all know how to modify, copy, bring into another presentation. The concept behind this feature is to take your electronic pictures. I found out it would not work with video clips, MP3s and 4s. To take your pictures and then put it into a presentation similar to your old-timey paper slides or paper albums like your mom or your grandma may have on her coffee table. And just as I have noted names and places, probably can't see it very well, the photo album feature will do the same thing. The feature will give you a text box to not only describe the contents of the presentation, but you can also, as an option, have a smaller text box on each slide to describe what's in each picture. There are a bunch of options, 6 or more options that are available, and we're going to go over those right now and jump right into it. So what you want to do is go to Insert Photo Albums, New Photo Album. And what you want to do from this dialog box is just browse to your location. And I have some set up in a folder. Right here. And you want to click all of them, and it puts them in the file name, and you can see the different options of files that it will accept. Click on Insert. It'll add the 7 photos in this dialog box. You get a preview here. Now the new text box, as I mentioned, is a text box that you can use to describe the contents of the album. But for now, let's just create. And we'll turn designer off. Here is our title. Let's go to slide sorter view. The text box didn't show up. Well, we can show you how to get there. Go back to insert, go back to photo album. You should have been able to edit this one. Okay, to edit it, you got to be in edit mode, not slideshow mode. If we go to edit photo album, insert new text box. And now it defaults second. You can have it last or anywhere you want to. And hit update. And now it is the second in the list of photos, but using the thumbnail view, you can make it before the pictures. Same thing using slide sorter view. So now if we go back to the photo album, well, let's look at all these different options. We're going to go to edit. So we've gone over inserting and text box, all pictures black and white. Let's move this over. Let's click on the third. No, we can't do it because we're in the dialog box. Let's click on this third photo. Now let's go to edit photo, slide this over. And if we select all pictures black and white, notice the photo. I guess we have to select them here. Yes, notice how the preview photo goes black and white. And if you hit update now, just that one will be updated. No, they all were. Close this and close this. All the pictures are now black and white. All right, so let's go back to the edit option. Let's deselect black and white. And you have the options. Let's go over this. What I have here are 3 pictures of some fence repair, and their others are of lightning. So if you wanted to make this photo second, you just select it and then move it down using the up down arrows. Now it's going to be second. There are also some options here that you can rotate the picture left and right. I believe this is contrast. Notice how it's getting darker. And then this is brightness. And the last button, remove, is self-explanatory. You can remove the picture. So now if we update this, they're back to color, and 2 and 3, 3 and 4 have switched. 2 and 3 have switched. Now let's go back to edit. And all these edits you can do initially, depending on what it is you want to do. On the picture layout, you've got some options here. You can have the pictures fit to slide, and you can see the options there. 1 picture, 2, 4, etc., etc. Let's pick one picture. Let's pick 4 pictures with a title. Let's see how that looks. Let's update. Okay, the first one has 3 and the second one has 4. And notice you have a box where you can add a title. You can call this one fence damage. And the concept is you can either email this or make a video of this, or lastly, print out this to give to someone, or save it for yourself. And notice that the designer view keeps popping up. It wants to fancy up the backgrounds for you. And we've got a video on using designer. So we'll just turn it off for the time being. So let's go back to edit. Let's go to 2 pictures per slide. Now, as far as the frame shape, you have about 6 or 7 different frame types you can select from. Right now we're in rectangle. Let's go with simple frame black. Notice you get in the preview, well, black's not a good one because we got a black background. Let's go with white. Let's go to update. And the pictures have a white border, essentially. Go back to edit photo album. And then you have themes. The themes are within PowerPoint. If you just hit the browse button, it will take you to the various themes. There's about, it's like maybe 12. Let's see what Ion Boardroom looks like. So we'll click on it, select insert, update, and it gives it kind of a professional looking title slide. And then the other slides have this little purple bar. And notice how the designer is trying to adjust accordingly. We'll turn designer off. Let's pick one more theme just so you can see it. Go to browse and let's pick slice. I don't know what it's going to look like, but we'll find out. Go to update. Okay, it's got, looks like meteorite slicing through the air. You can push your name on here that's registered in the program. And we still got the white border. And we're still at 2 slides per, 2 photos per slide. And I believe those are all the options in this dialog for photo albums. To recap, you start by going to insert, photo album, new photo album, go to your location, add a text box if you want to for text. You can add captions below the pictures, or you can make the pictures black and white. You can always do that later. You can reorder the pictures that came over from your Explorer, Windows Explorer file. You got a preview. You can rotate them accordingly, and you've got different ways you can lay out the album. One other thing I noticed, if you shoot a lot of pictures vertically or portrait mode, you have to be aware that depending on how you frame the shot, some of the photo may be over the edges of the slides. So you may have to either crop or resize the photo, but it works real well. It will save you some time. If you want to put this into another presentation, you'll have to copy it, adjust the background formats, colors, et cetera, but it will save you a lot of time. Like in my exercise where I have a couple of hundred photos, it will definitely save time. So that's it for inserting photos into a photo album in PowerPoint. Let me know if you have any questions or any comments, and would love to hear from you. Happy PowerPointing.